Now, let's go to verse 5. And behold, another beast, a second like a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had three ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, Arise, devour much flesh. Okay, this part of the bear, bear feed by the water, bear have flat feet. So the bear, symbol of the bear, becomes aircraft carriers, bringing their war machines to this, showing you that the nation which was fighting against God's nation came from a distance. It took ships to do it. So now, you go back to Genesis chapter 15, 9 to 10, where God said, take a heifer of 3 years old, a she goat of 3 years old, and a ram of 3 years old. The 3 years old represents then, it symbolized the day that myself, John the Baptist, and Jesus Christ supposed to be slain after the first one was slain. After John the Baptist was slain, John the Baptist, you go to St. Luke, he baptized Jesus at age 30. But John the Baptist was 6 months older than Jesus Christ, and you'll see that Jesus Christ was slain, and he had me in his body at the age of 33. So when John the Baptist was slain, and after he had baptized John the Baptist, Jesus, and Jesus was crucified at age 33, it gave you the format of what that's the significance of the sacrifice that God had Abraham to take the heifer of 3 years old, and she goat of 3 years old, and a ram of 3 years old. He was slain in the format of that same 3 years. Well, the same thing similar applied to this bear that was seen in Daniel having the three ribs in his mouth. The three ribs in his mouth represent 3 world wars, that this thing was going to take place in the Third World War. Because in order to get a rib in your mouth, you got to make it kill, because a rib comes from the inside of the body of a substance. So 3 ribs in the mouth of the bear became the time in the year frame, the significant point in time frame upon when this was going to transpire, which is when it's going to take place in World War III. Because he has 3 ribs where he made 3 kills. He wasn't a man of God because he had made 3 kills. He was a beast. The man of God don't kill. He told them not to kill. And all of them to kill and turn into a beast. These are the ones going to judge who's going to come against them, because they live by the sword. They'll have to die by the same sword. Now, verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, an other like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given unto it. Now, this is the beast that he seen. He was like a leopard. 4 wings of a fowl is the 4 military fighting forces of the United States of America: Air Force, Army, Navy, and Marine. As I beheld, lo, another like a leopard. He was like a leopard. He had a leopard, had 4 wings on his back, and of a fowl. And the beast also had 4 heads. 4 heads are the military generals who control these fighting forces. Yeah. And dominion was given to them. In other words, they won World War III. God gave them World War III. They didn't take it as set because God had to turn his people over to them. Now, these are four heads. They had beef. They had four heads. Here it is. I didn't put them down there, but because those are the general of the United States of America. I consider now 7, verse 7. At this I saw, make sure I ain't overrunning this. Yeah. At this I saw in the night vision, verse 7. And behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that was before it, and it had 10 horns. It's the part that I want to get here to. It had 10 horns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the United Nations who came in to support the United States of America. Now, the residue. After the steady bombardment for so many days of this nation, and by George W. Bush, these came in, and military ground forces had come in to stomp out the residue. Now, number 8, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom 3. There was 3 of the first horn plucked up by the root. And behold, in this horn was eyes like the eyes of a man. This was the CIA, which was the Chaldees, which was leading them over there. This horn had the eyes of a man. Now, he dismantled 3 of the military forces of the United States of America. In other words, it's showing you, through actuality, the fact that something is going to take place here in the United States of America. If Barack Obama is to remain as a president, dominion is going to be taken away and going to be given to them, or he might be sitting in as a decoy. And a mouth speaking great things. I beheld till the throne were cast down. In other words, the throne. In other words, he took and cast down the throne that who governed the governmental body of these nations in the Middle East. Saddam Hussein, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, all of these nations who was foretold in Daniel chapter 11, he is going to take away their ownership of that land, their government, and replace them with a defiled-minded person who would democratize their system, their citizens, just for the price. Now, they had 10 horns. So let's get away from Daniel. 10 horns. He gave his power to the CIA. Showing you how consistent this Bible is. Now, let's go to the next part. These are for 10 horns in Daniel. Now you got to go to Revelation chapter 12. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, traveling in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. In other words, he's telling you, going back over to what Daniel's telling you, that this man, at the time Daniel spoke of this prophecy, there was no nuclear weapon. But during the later days, as God went there and he spoke to you concerning these things going to come out of the earth, and he's going to go down and find